A very good morning to all our viewers. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18. I'm Anjali Pandey here to take you through all the latest news and updates from across the nation and around the world. And our top focus of this hour is on the NEET row that has now reached the Supreme Court. We have some breaking news coming in on this. Now, the centre has filed an affidavit in the NEET matter before the Supreme Court. Centre has said that data analysis shows that there's no indication of mass malpractice as far as the NEET examination is concerned. And in fact, centre has also stated that the analysis also shows that no local set of candidates benefited, leading to abnormal scores. So this is what the centre's affidavit that has been filed before the Supreme Court in the NEET matter says. The centre has clearly said that the data analysis shows that there is no indication of mass malpractice. CNN News 18's Ananya Bhatnagar is now joining us on the story with more details. Ananya, centre has clearly said that in their affidavit that there was no malpractice as far as the NEET examination is concerned.
Definitely, the Supreme Court on the last occasion had actually asked the central government to actually devise a way or to speak to experts to carry out a data analysis, an extensive data analysis on the NEET 2024 result data to see as to whether there was some kind of a malpractice, some kind of abnormally that had happened. However, this survey was conducted by IIT Madras's prestigious scientists, and very clearly it is said by in fact the central government in its affidavit that neither there was a localized benefit of this particular whatever grace marks is being talked about, or whether the paper leaks are being talked about, nor there has been a systematic fault or a large scale error that has occurred. In fact, the IIT Madras has clearly pointed out that the pattern is kind of general, and the little spike that is there in Patna, in various other states, is just because that these states have coaching centers, and it's very normal that the spike would be there, and that's exactly what the IIT Madras's data analysis show as per the central government. Not only this, what is also very, very important to note is that the National Testing Agency has dubbed those claims with regards to the videos, the telegram videos with regards to the paper leak. They say that these videos are doctored and in fact are nothing but a sham itself. So very clearly, the central government maintaining its stand that no re-NEET should actually happen because it would affect 23 lakh students' future. And apart from that, the union also goes on to say that they have prepared an expert committee that would be looking into for a smoother and more transparent examinations to happen in the future as well. So very well the central government defending its stand that no re-NEET should happen in this particular case, and there is no large scale malpractice or abnormally that has occurred in the NEET 2024 UG examination. So what happens next, whether or not the Supreme Court actually orders for a retest, is something that we'll have to wait and watch for, because if you remember, on the last occasion, the three judges bench headed by the Chief Justice of India, Dr. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud himself, very clearly pointed it out that if at all there is a large scale abnormally in the NEET examination, then a re-NEET would have to be ordered. However, the other aspect of it is to be that 23 lakh students' future is on stake, and ordering a retest would not be an easy job. It would have to be seen on a very larger scale as to whether some the sanctity of the exam has been lost on a larger level, and then only can a retest be ordered in this particular case. Remember that certain questions were posed to the central government, to which the central government has responded, the NTA2 has responded, and in fact the CBI is to file a status report in this issue as well with regards to the investigation into this particular case. But at this particular point of time, the central government clearly maintaining that there should not be a re-NEET at this point of time, because no sanctity of the examination has been lost on a larger level.
All right, Ananya, please stay with us. We're also being joined by CNN News 18's Anshul Singh on this story. Anshul, on one hand, the centre has stated in its affidavit that there was no malpractice, but on the other hand, the probe in this matter continues, and there were several arrests that were made.
Well, yes, at this point in time, what the CBI has informed the court is what sources have confirmed to us is very much doing the line of the government, where they have gone ahead and said that the the malpractices that happened in Bihar is very much localized and has not happened at a national level. And what sources have also told us that further investigation is still underway. So yes, it remains to be seen if at all in the investigation that is being carried out, there will be a larger nexus that would be found out. But at this point in time, the investigation that has been carried out, all the arrests that has been made specifically to the alleged Bihar paper leak, that has been found very localized, and that has happened in the state of Bihar and originated from the state of Jharkhand is what has come up in the investigation as of now. Also, the Central Bureau of Investigation has gone ahead and submitted a status report of the FIRs that they had taken over from other states such as Gujarat and Rajasthan as well. And in that status report, it remains to be seen how has the CBI actually tackled the questions that were put forth from the side of the Supreme Court. But the manner in which the NTA has been in the dock, not only for the NEET-UG paper leak, but also for the NET exams, UGC NET exams as well. Definitely, a lot of questions are still being raised on the manner in which these exams are conducted. Yes, in the investigation, it is also being said that the manner in which the papers were actually transported, that is something that needs to be looked at, and a fresh rejig needs to be done at that point as well. So definitely, a lot of questions still needs to be answered, but definitely the future of 23 lakh students actually hang in balance, and in the next few hours we are expecting the Supreme Court to further hear the matter and then eventually give out a judgment which would decide the future of so many students.
All right, Anshul, please stay with us. Ananya, coming back to you, what can be expected in the Supreme Court today?
Filed by, in fact, the union government, the National Testing Agency, and a status report that is, as Anshul was pointing out, to, in fact, the Supreme Court of the Central Bureau of Investigation. And post that, the Supreme Court will be hearing the arguments of both the Solicitor General of India, Mr. Tushar Mehta, Mr. Vardhaman Kaushik Vopias for the National Testing Agency, and the various petitioners in this particular case. Remember, the Supreme Court had limited the petitions because there were a lot of petitioners, so they had asked nodal councils to actually argue in this particular matter. All of them would be putting forth their own stand. The petitioners say that there is a large-scale leak, while the central government defends that there should be no re-NEET, and in fact, there is no large-scale malpractice that has taken place.
All right, Ananya, please stay with us. We're also being joined by CNN News 18's Arunima on this story. Arunima, the centre in its affidavit has stated that there was no mass malpractice in the NEET examination. In fact, the centre has also said that no local set of candidates benefited from this.
It will be interesting to note how the petitioners take this affidavit for the centre, because the Central Bureau of Investigation, which is a central probe agency in this particular case, it has carried out multiple arrests, including 2 arrests. Yesterday itself, they have arrested alleged paper leakers in the Patna case. They have arrested alleged impersonators in Godhra. Also, arrests have been carried out for Latur. So, if there was no malpractice, if no paper was leaked, if there was no attempt to dupe aspirants, then why did the CBI really carry out these arrests? The petitioners could question that. So, it will be interesting to note how the centre really puts into context what it has said in the affidavit about no, large-scale malpractice, and at the same time ensures that that is not, in complete contrast to the kind of arrest and probe that has been carried out by CBI so far.
All right, Arunima, thank you so much for those details. Ananya and Anshul, please continue to stay with us as we have some more inputs coming in on this.